12 years after the Steve Orosaye panel submitted its report on restructuring and rationalizing federal government parastatals and agencies, and a white paper issued 2 years after, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered its full implementation, which suggests the scrapping and merging of some government agencies. The report proposed a reduction in the number of statutory agencies in Nigeria from 263 to 161. Additionally, it suggested the elimination of 38 agencies, merging 52 and transferring 14 to different ministries and departments. One of the recommendations is that the Air Force Institute of Technology, Afit, be merged with the Nigerian Defense Academy, but stakeholders say this will be counterproductive.
The basic items that have been captured in the report, which gave room for what it is proposing in terms of merger, subsuming, and the rest, is because it wants to reduce redundancy, it wants to increase efficiency, it wants to remove duplication of efforts being done by the various agencies. Now, if you look at what I said at the beginning, you realize that since AFIT is a very unique institution that is playing a critical role, this redundancy doesn't come in, effectiveness doesn't come in, because there's no any other institution providing these services that it is doing. Let me be clear about the services. You don't have any other institution that is providing the kind of services and training it gives when it comes to mechatronics engineering, aerospace engineering, avionics, and the rest of it. So the issue of redundancy doesn't come in.
AFIT stands as an institution that not only develop our technological discipline, but create wealth. Government is trying to trim down the number of agencies because of what? Effectiveness, financial discipline, and what have you. AFIT stands to create wealth, not to waste government wealth. And AFIT stands for human capital development, not redundancy. So therefore, I think all the principles of Orosaye report doesn't apply to AFIT as an institution.
The stakeholders also argue that AFIT and NDA both have different mandates.
If you're looking at the most developed nations, when you look at the military aspect of it, you call the USA, for instance. If you agree with me, I can go on. I hope you agree with me. You still have AFIT in USA. So if you have AFIT who has different military institutions but have similar institutions like AFIT be run independently, then you can understand that Nigeria, we need to follow what they are doing, except if you want to say otherwise.
ASU was formed on the basis of a principle. That principle and the objective can never be realized when AFIT is subsumed under any organization, any arrangement apart from how it is now. It has to be autonomous, it has to be independent, because it's a research-based institution, it's a technology-based institution, it has a specific principles under which it is now achieving a lot.
The Nigerian Air Force plays a pivotal role in the nation's fight against insecurity. The Air Force is deployed in all zones of the country where there are ongoing theater operations. This is why critics want the government to invest in AFIT so it can make advancements in critical fields.
Suffice it to say that AFIT stands almost as a standalone institution that covers the entire West African hub, and I dare say one of the best in Africa. That gives room to build capacity cutting across countries, and that means that you'll be able to have strength not just from the economy of the country, but from the global economy. What you're doing there is having unique institutions to prepare the countries within the sub-region for issues of aerospace technology and management.
AFIT was established as a hybrid 4-in-1 institution that plays a critical role in the operational survival of the Nigerian Air Force. It is regulated by multiple bodies, including the National Board for Technical Education, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, and the National Universities Commission, blending military, polytechnic, and university programs. Ferdinand Duroha, Arise News.